someone to tell me why every single person on Book Talk goes Ripper Stefan and turns their humanity switch off every time a super popular, super hyped book is released. I'm also really not loving this trend where every single popular book on Book Talk is just terribly written. Plot holes. This doesn't make sense. I don't like the use of the word mate. There was one spelling error and I DNF'd the entire book. You guys, it's really wild to me that people suddenly become technical book editors when a popular romantasy book comes out and suddenly they know everything about good writing. And I'm actually really highly annoyed. It seems not all people, but it's seeming like when people don't like a book, the only thing that they know to say about it because they didn't like it for any reason is that it's poorly written. Tell me why you didn't like the book. Tell me how you feel. Give a real review. I feel like Book Talk has gotten so boring with reviews because everybody's just saying either it's the best thing ever, it's a god tier book because vibes, or they're saying it's the worst thing I've ever read. I don't understand how anybody could like this. You must not really understand how to read and you must not be a professional book editor because this was so poorly written and that's the reason. Personally, when I review a book, I'm telling you why I liked it. I'm telling you my favorite parts. If there were parts I didn't like, I'm telling you that too. I absolutely despise a book review that refuses to say anything negative about a book. Honestly, if you're just saying that it's bad writing because of a formatting, a grammatical, or an editorial error, I just feel like that's totally valid that that bothers you, but that does not make the entire book poorly written because writing is so much more than being technically correct. You could have the most technically correct, amazing, perfectly edited, zero mistake book in the entire world, and it could be the most boring, emotionally unavailable, cardboard piece of trash you've ever read in your entire life. What I think is way more important about a book and about writing and about the experience is how did it make you feel? Did it make you cry? Did it make you laugh? Did you like the characters? Did you relate to the characters? Were you moved by the story? Did you want to turn the pages? Like, that is what I care about for a fantasy romance book. Maybe there's a little too much like free time and thought going into like every single tiny little minuscule mistake that the author could have made that we can call her out for instead of just reading the book. I do want to address, I understand there were some actual like super blatant bad mistakes in this book. I also would like to call out that I listened to probably about 50% of it on audiobook, so I did not catch those mistakes. When I hear people talking about them, when they're explained to me, I totally get how that would be frustrating. But we also have to understand we're not all consuming the same book the same way. I listened to this book because I love Anthony Palmini and Kingfisher's voice. I do not want a lazy, half-assed, like anybody who likes this has terrible taste, this was really poorly written. I'm just really tired of hearing the phrase poorly written. It's starting to get on my nerves. And honestly, at this point in 2025, I'm questioning if anybody even knows what good or bad writing is.